Good morning, guys. The name is Mark, and I just want to do another quick little video, I guess. I'm just going to read off some posts that I've put on Facebook. Basically, it kind of goes like this, and I want to show you something because a lot of craziness is going on out there, and I don't know if people can see this, but it says "Be kind," and this hat says "Love." Geez, I wonder why. We have enough bullshit going on out there, people, and we live in a mess, okay? The world is a complete and utter mess. And if you don't think that you're in a spell or under a curse, well, look at the word message. You have mess and age of the mess. You go to school, you learn to be put under a spell, and they call it a curse, and then you learn cursive writing, and they might offer you a death sentence after they've convicted you and thrown you into jail, or a life sentence. Is this the kind of sentence structure you people, good people, want to be under? So anyhow, I keep posting The Art of War by Sun Tzu because even if you're not at war with somebody, you might want to know if they're at war with you. And when you read Sun Tzu, this all becomes quite clear and quite evident. I've read this a few years ago, and everything that is happening right now is Sun Tzu. They're coming at you. The enemy is constantly using diversion tactics, subversion. Look at the word subversion, subpar, sub means below, submarine, right? So let's just keep things simple. So The Art of War by Sun Tzu. So let's look at what a protest does. You have two words, pro and test. It does this, absolutely nothing, okay? You may think it does, but it doesn't. You show up, you waste your time. Yeah, you've made a statement, all right. A statement that you're the village idiot. And if you take V out of ill, age, right, you have ill and age. So it's the age of the ill. You're back to the message, the age of the mess, right? And you show up and basically you're making a statement that you're the village idiot. You're the ill-age idiot, okay? So you show up, you look for parking, you shout chants, then you waste your time. You could be at home hugging your spouse, your children, hugging a tree, planting a garden, but instead you want to show up to this nonsense, okay? So you shout chants, you waste your time, then people get hauled off by the police and get thrown in jail. Just look at the G20 summit in Toronto. And yes, people, this shit happens in Canada. People getting thrown into cages, yes, that's right. Chain link fences out in the hot sun, women left out there with zip ties on their wrists, left out there with no washroom facilities, all under chain link fences, by the way, okay, caged up like filthy animals, pissing their pants, the whole 9 yards. And it's sad. And these people were warned, look at the word warned, first three letters, war, right? Again, people, this is not my language, right? They were warned not to protest as they would be met with force, okay? That's why the police are called police enforcers. That's why they carry guns, people. They're not your friends. They serve and protect the interest of the bankers and the corp or rations, right? Or the corp o rations, right? So let's just get this straight. They don't serve to and protect you. They serve businesses, banking, right? Look at the term banking, ban and king. You've been banned. They're the kings. You're not, right? So, so anyhow, we're going to get back into this. Women left out there with zip ties on their wrists, left out with no washroom facilities, pissing their pants, the whole 9 yards, and it's sad. And these people were warned not to protest as they would be met with force. So don't protest, do nothing. Isn't this much easier? So take action, as actions speak louder than words. Talk is cheap, silence is golden, man, and actions speak louder than words. Take the DS out of word and you have war. Look at sword, take the S out of sword and you have word. That's why the pen is mightier than the sword. But that's another talk show, so anyhow. So we're going to go like this, and I'm just going to keep going here. And basically, actions speak louder than words. An example, all you have to do is absolutely nothing. This is your gift of free will, people, okay? All you have to do is absolutely nothing. You don't even have to get up to protest. This is how beautiful you've been endowed with this gift of free will, okay? It's much easier than protesting, so listen up. I like to pose solutions. Everybody's always coming out with problems. I like to offer solutions. To me, the solution is always simpler, 1,000 times much simpler than what the problem is, right? And so anyhow, we're going to get into this. You don't like gas prices? You pick a company. You unite as a community. Keywords. You unite as a community. Stop with this individual bullshit, right? Look at in divide. Are you in divide? Well, you shouldn't be in divide. You should be a community. Okay, so again, get out of the spell, right? So anyhow, so you don't like gas prices, pick a company. Unite as a community. Stop buying gas from said company. Soon they will be out of business. And these people will find out who dictates gas prices. And that is you, okay? Not them, you. You get what you pay for, and what you allow is what you'll pay for, okay, people? So then move on to the next platform, and soon all these bums will be out of business. Look at the business. B-U and sin. The first, 5 letters in business. Then this will snowball into all areas of life because people are waking up. The momentum is building, so no need to riot, get mad, or angry. So stay logical. And aren't you good people out there tired of living in a mess? So get out of the mess age, right? The age of the mess. So I love you all. Stay cool, logical, question everything. And remember, kids, I know nothing, okay? So anyhow, So I'm just going to read this off to you once more. And this is your solution, okay? And it's just like this. You don't like gas prices? Pick a company. Unite as a community and stop buying gas from said company. Soon they will be out of business, and these people will find out who dictates gas prices, and that is you. Then move on to the next platform, and soon all these bums will be out of business. Then this will snowball into all areas of life because people are waking up. The momentum is building, so no need to riot, get mad, or angry, so stay logical and urge good people out there tired of living in a mess. So get out of the mess age. 2 words, right? Comprised into one. So the age of the mess. I love you all. Stay cool, logical, and question everything. Okay, so that's that. So now, people, I'm not a conspiracy agent, okay? I'm not a conspiracist theorist. I'm just a bullshit analyzer, right? And I stand nothing to gain from doing these videos. I have no political ties. I am not even a member of a government. I am not even a citizen of a government. So they can't say that I'm a terrorist going against the government because I would have to be a slave/citizen to do this. So I'm not a conspiracy agent, and nor do I stand to gain anything from this politically whatsoever. And it is this. After seeing some of this rioting stuff in Minneapolis, I'm starting to wonder if this was a false flag/staged event. And you might say, well, that is just absolutely insane. Well, is it? That's my question. Remember, kids, question everything. Remember in Quebec when the false flag agent provocateurs were police officers from the Quebec police force, and they were overturning and burning cars and smashing and looting and trying to damage, 2 words, age of the damn age, so damage property while trashing cop cars. The good citizens had started to perform citizens' arrests on these QPF officers, on these people, only to find out that these rioters were cops and that they worked for the Quebec police force. And these cops also admitted publicly, and the courts in Quebec admitted publicly, that these police officers were agent provocateurs. So people, don't take my words for nothing. I know nothing. Don't listen to me at all. Due diligence, do your own research, and go check this out, right? So anyhow, they were overturning, burning cars, smashing and looting, and trying to damage property while trashing cop cars. The good citizens had started to perform citizens' arrests on these people, only to find out that these rioters were cops and worked for the Quebec police force. Do you good people out there remember that? Do you remember this stuff, people, or do we have a very short memory here, right? Just like they burnt down the Chancellery building in Germany, right? They create the problem. Then there's a reaction, and then they offer a solution, which is you lose your rights. And what do rights come from? A pen. Rights are for slaves. It's like people say, oh, well, this computer or this piece of paper gave me my rights. People, are you that goddamn fucking stupid? I'm sorry. Grace comes from God, comes from the cosmic universal waitress/creator. And Nobody can take that away. But when you sign up for rights and then you lose rights, well, you're only getting, again, what you're paying for, right? I'm sorry, when Harper was Prime Minister of Canada, I fired his sorry ass, said, here, I rendered unto Caesar what was Caesar's, all their slave documents, all their slave papers, you can have this, and I'm sorry, I cannot support I can't support a criminal empire. That's all Canada is. And if you people think Canada's all peachy keen, well, wait till you got a black military boot on your face and you can lick their bootstraps, okay, people? So anyhow, but you people think whatever you want. That's why the term is thinking, thin and king. So you're not as king asking questions. You're very thin, okay, people? So let's get that straight. So do you good people out there remember that? And supposedly at the riots in Minneapolis, I got a little confused here, but there were pallets of bricks on the road as the rioters were going by. Isn't this convenient? Bricks, pallets of bricks. This one kid was showing this. This was actually in Dallas. Sorry, my bad, my article. I was under the assumption, but hey, I'm human, I'm allowed to make mistakes. So anyhow, I'm correcting it here for you good people. And basically, you know, that all these riots in Minneapolis, and there were pallets of bricks on the road as the rioters were going by. Now, does this sound natural to you? Pallets of bricks, right? And what would people do with bricks? Throw them at people and their property. Maybe, so do question everything, people, because the more that I question, the less that this is making sense. Furthermore, you people should read The Art of War, as this kind of tactic is straight out of these diversionary tactics. Create a problem, introduce a reaction, then come up with a solution. These are the three things you always see, right? Problem, reaction, solution. Problem, reaction, solution. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. This is called brainwashing, okay? And that's all these people do. They bombard you. Look at the term, bombard, right? With the same information all the time on the TV. COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19. Riots in Minneapolis, riots in Minneapolis, riots in Minneapolis, right? And then they're trying to start a race war, which is all divide and conquer. So anyhow, right? So, create a problem, introduce a reaction, then come up with a solution. All while implementing more laws and reducing your rights. It's just a thought, so do question everything, as this falls into the classic category of conquer and divide. So question everything. So I love you all, peace, blah, blah, blah. And people, do read Sun Tzu. That precious little book could help to save your lives. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the village idiot. So I love you all, peace, blah, blah, blah. And allow me to provide the solution again, as the solution is always much simpler than the problem, okay? So again, you don't like gas prices, pick a company, unite as a community, and stop buying gas from said company. Soon they will be out of business. These people will find out who dictates gas prices, and that is you. Then move on to the next platform, people. And soon all these bums will be out of business. And look at business in the first 5 letters, B, U, and sin. Then this will snowball into all areas of life, because people are waking up, the momentum is building. So no need to riot, no need to get mad, no need to get angry. So stay logical. And aren't you good people out there tired of living in a mess? So get out of the mess age, 2 words, age of the mess. I love you all, stay cool, namaste, peace, shalom, bamn, blah, blah, blah. So now I did another video, and I'm just going to read this off again. We have to reiterate things because people, it's a sad state of affairs, but unfortunately a few people are programmed. You people don't buy into anything. We live in a world that is a mess, and we are constantly in a message. Age of the mess. And everywhere you go, there is a message. Did you get this message? Did you get that message? Did you get that? Did you get the message off your television? Television, right? Don't always believe what you see on TV. You can be deceived. So, we're constantly in a mess, and everywhere you go, there is a mess. And did you get the mess? And did you get the message, right? Just add age to mess, right? You can see where I'm going with this. Meanwhile, everybody like politicians, just add an E, politics, many ticks, right? They're ticks. So, meanwhile, everybody like these politicians are demonstrating. Look at demonstrating. The first word is demon. Demons trading, right? So they're trading like demons with their messages, age of the mess, which is usually doublespeak. That's why these politicians are called Democrats, demo C rats, just add an N and you have demon C rats. Repub, lies usually happen in a pub, people are drinking spirits, they're getting induced by spirits, right? They're either happy spirits or miserable drunk spirits, right? But nonetheless, you know, so anyhow, that's why these people are called demon C rats, Republicans. Why? Because they can lie. Where do most lies happen? In a pub, because people are drunk, and that's why it's called Republicans. That's why old native terms for bars were called speakeasies, right? So anyhow, why can these people lie? Because they can. Liberals, liberals, you know what I mean? Just add an E, add another L. You know, liberty, liberty, right? Oh, just add an E. That sounds, oh, just delicious, tantalizing. So watch out for them too. Just look at the words, people, like hello, that's why Christians back in the day would say greetings, right? Greetings, not hello, right? Not good morning, just add a U to morning, and then they'll spell a word like funeral with fun. The first three letters comprise of fun, and then people walk around going good morning and hello, like hello, people. Anyhow, you know, so like hello, help, take the P out, you're back to hell. Live equals evil. If you reverse the supposition, just add a D if you want the devil to evil. Good morning, funeral, first three letters, fun, morning, just add a U, right? Take the P out of pill, you have ill. Take the V out of village, and you have ill and age. Look at the word management, man, age, and men. Right? Take the SK out of skill and you have ill. Take the K out of ill, you got ill, right? So you got the skills to pay the bills, right? You know, you got the kills to pay the B-ills, right? So that's why that's why this is called a spell. Maybe spell in, SPELL/IN, and usually a spell is a curse. That's why they would call it cursive writing. And with the stroke of a pen, they just might put you in a pen. PENN, short for penitentiary, people, and give you a life sentence. Oh boy. Stores are open for business. You'll always owe with a pen, right? For business, and look at business, B-U and sin. They're usually called entrances, and when you walk in and look at a casino, C-A-sin-O, right? So you're in a trance, that's why they're called entrances, right? Again, look at the words, people. I can't make this shit up. Look up a dictionary. These are not my words. So don't hate the messenger, for God's sakes, right? Because I'm not the one putting you in a mess, right? So these are usually called entrances, and when you walk in, casino, C-A-sin-O. So get out of the trance, people. Then you go to school, and you're getting put into a curse/spell. And while you are learning, take the L out of learning, and what do you have? You have earning. They are earning it. Everybody walks around signing things, and usually in sign you don't pronounce the G, and you omit the G, and you have S-I-N with no G, and that's sin in, right? Signature, take the G out, sin at you're at sin if you reverse the supposition. So people, I'm not trying to freak you out. I'm just trying to help wake you up should you want to. You don't want to? I don't care. That's your gift of free will. That has nothing to do with me, okay? So do we live in a world that is a complete and utter mess, and then we wonder why people can't get along? Am I not right? Right? I don't know, you know, right? So you are, you know, I am right, you're wrong, I'm right. It's always the bullshit, right? So do as I say or I will hate you. Take the W out of will and you have ill, right? God's will be done, not thine will. Okay, people, so stop running around judging people and acting like you're God, because you're not. And who the hell are you to judge people to begin with in the first place? Are you God? That is the Creator's job, okay, people? So get out of the slavery bullshit here, right? Okay, so, you know, do as I say or I will hate you. So just look at every word. Take the D out of word and you have war. Kind of like add the S to word and you have sword. Right? So, and get out of the mess /spell/curse, and let's start to love one another, okay? Be kind, people, be kind. Love. This is where the dynamics are at, man. So let's all get out of this mess age, and remember that talk is cheap, silence is golden, and that actions speak louder than words. I love you all, peace. We live in a world that is a mess, and we're constantly in a message, and everywhere you go. Did you get the message? Did you get the message? Did you get that message? Did you get the message off your television? all that stuff, right? So we just read that part too. Apparently I'm double posting things here. So anyhow, people, I'm going to leave it at this, okay? We live in a world that is a goddamn cat shit, crazy ass mess, and it's all conquer and divide. And the easiest way to break up an economy / society / world market and stuff is conquer and divide. This stuff is not rocket science, people. That's all I can say. It's not rocket science. And when, say, you read, say, something like The Art of War, well, then you realize that, yeah, they're using spelling on us to create, conquer, and divide. And, like, the biggest thing we have to do is just unite, become a community. Remember, it takes a village to raise a child, not just one parent, okay, people? It's everybody's responsibility to make this place a good place. So be the change that you want to see. I don't want to hear, well, because of these people. Well, I'm sorry, but if you support these people, you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. And then people will get mad and, they'll kick and scream, and meanwhile they're yelling and screaming at me, and I have no hidden agenda here. In fact, the truth has no agenda, never will need an agenda. But anything that needs an agenda, people, is evil. Look at the World Economic Society Forum. Look at the World Economic Society Forum, or House Joint Resolution Bill 6666. Right? You have the number of the beast plus a 6. And this is their House bill. And you take the B out of bill, and what do you have? Ill. So they will be-ill you, okay, people? It's no different than when you get in the mail, you get bills. You take the B out, and you'll get ill if you can't afford to pay these B-ills, okay? And then you take the M out of mailman, and you have ailment, right? Or mailman, right? Change the men to the man, and you have, add a T, and you have ailment. So if you can't afford to pay the bills while they're dropping off these ailments to you by the mailman, right? Like, people, I cannot make this shit up. I wish I could. These are not my words. This is not my spell, nor am I the one putting you in a spell. I'm just a guy espousing stuff. That's all I am. So don't hate the messenger. Remember, you take the M out of masses, and it was the asses who killed Christ, okay? I know it's a parable, parable. Are you able to talk at par? Do you know your ABCs? Because QRST spells Christ, right? Like, again, there's an alphabet going on, and you people, you're not aware that you're even in a war with these people, and they're coming at you using Sun Tzu tactics all the time. And let me tell you, people, I remember reading Sun Tzu years ago, and holy fucking shit, that just blew my eyes wide open. I was like, everything that's going on in society right now is all coming at you through The Art of War by Sun Tzu. So even though you may not be in a war with these people, or think that you're in a war with these people, because subversion, you don't even realize that there's a war going on for your soul. It's called spiritual warfare, for God's sakes. And these powers that be, they'll tell everybody to quarantine themselves. People will go nuts. Crime will go through the roof. Domestic violence will go up. Rape, this, that. Addy. That's all I can say, people. So it's time to stop listening to their messages. Their messes. That's all they are. One word, even like hello, says it all, people. Aren't you tired of living in a mess? The whole world is a mess, and that's why talk is cheap and actions speak louder than words, and silence is golden, people. So all this protest bullshit, stop with this nonsense. Sit at home, enjoy your loved ones, but if you want to take everything to each and every individual platform, form a community and stop supporting these people. You will find out who dictates the prices of gas. It's just the simple. People, this is not rocket science, but if you are so, I understand ignorance is bliss, but like if you want to be that blissfully retarded, I'm sorry, but that's your gift from the creator of free will and your law of attraction, and hey, you can go as hard as you want. So anyhow, I'm going to leave it at that. As usual, I'm just a babbling friggin' idiot here. That's all I am. So I just want to espouse this. Love one another. Whether I agree with you or I disagree, or even if I was wrong, I can admit to the fact that I'm wrong. Can you good people out there admit to the fact that you're wrong? Should you find out that you're wrong? Probably not, right? Because, you know, cognitive dissonance and pride. Oh, pride is a real son of a bitch. So anyhow, once again, we're going to get out of this. I love you all. Till then, keep your heads up, your sticks on the ice. Peace. Cheers. Bye. And by the way, people, go hug your children and take your pets for walks and love your neighbor. And even if you disagree, hey, who gives a flying shit? Let's love each other. That's all we have to do. You know, is it so hard? Is it? That's the end question to all this. Is it so friggin' hard? So anyhow, I love you all. Even these shithead monkey ass politicians and their militarized people and stuff. I love everybody, and I mean nobody, no harm. And when you come into peace, I'm telling you people, this is what scares the shit out of these people. And that's when you woken up. You've given up the fear. You're not hating your neighbor. You're realizing that, hey, don't judge my neighbor. That is God's job, okay? Anyhow, again, I'm just a babbling, blithering, blah, 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 friggin' idiot. So till then, keep your heads up, your sticks on the ice. Cheers, bye, peace, love you all.